Hello everyone and welcome to Genius Kids on Air, brought to you by Genius Kids. Genius Kids on Air is a show for kids and by kids. If this is the first time you're tuning in, then you need to know that our guests, radio jockeys and correspondents are kids between the ages of 3 and 15 years old. This show is about developing communication and confidence, and all our gurus and radio jockeys are kids who love to speak, have fun, and share new information with you. Genius Kids on Air is where kids of all ages learn to think, lead, and communicate. Genius Kids on Air give kids of all ages the opportunity to raise questions, ask questions, answer questions, and develop confidence and the freedom of speech. Genius Kids on Air radio program is for the whole family, where our weekly topics will encourage all of you at home to engage in healthy discussions, exploring different subjects, points of views, and opinions. In today's fast-paced society, being just book smart and a straight-A student is not enough. Our show will teach you to be street smart, no matter how big or small you are. Remember, it is not easy to stand up and speak out for what you believe in, and our show is that avenue for your voice to be heard. A favorite book or thought to share, an unusual career you have picked, your favorite comedian or president? Is homework really useful? What is the purpose of spelling bee? Is the planet Earth really the only planet we can live on? Are you the next American Idol? And lots more. Right here on Genius Kids on Air, a weekly show on KLOK 1170 AM every Tuesday night from 7 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. Tune in every week to hear kids discuss their thoughts, their ideas and views. Call us anytime during the show at 1-855-772-8278 with your views or to chat with our guests. Do you want to be a guest or have a topic to discuss? Then send us a message on Facebook at Genius Kids on Air. Did you miss our show? No problem. Join us on Facebook and listen to the archive shows. Remember, kids, as Anthony Robbins once said, life is a gift and it offers us the privilege, opportunity and responsibility to give back something by becoming more. Genius Kids on Air is your chance to be that special extra person. Your mindset needs to be turned around at a very early age. After all, we must become the change we want to see, as Mahatma Gandhi said. On that note, stay tuned for 30 minutes of TLC, Think, Lead and Communicate. The Genius Kids on Air radio program is brought to you by Genius Kids, Skin Laser Essentials of Fremont and the Real Estate Services of Timothy Crofton. We'll be right back after these messages. Are you seeking a fun place for your little genius to step into their journey of learning? Maybe you need a program to tweak the minds of your toddler and preschooler. Maybe you need a fun-enriched summer camp or an after-school program during the school year that offers academics, sports, dance, music, acting, public speaking, arts and crafts all under one roof. To add to the icing on the cake, a cute, real yellow school bus that can pick and drop your child off to and from school, home or Genius Kids. Delicious home-cooked meals, yummy aloo parathas, creamy vegetable galore khichdi, fresh fruit salad and lots more. Maybe you have a child with ADD, dyslexia, autism, or who needs an extra special attention. Maybe you have a middle schooler or high schooler who needs to learn the ropes of speech and debate. Now, where could you find this wish list? Yes, of course, there are tons of preschools and after-school programs, but let me ask you, how many of them have been featured on CNNmoney.com as the most innovative educational concept? How many of them have been nominated Best of the Bay by Cron 4 Television? How many of them have been featured nationally and globally for their success? Only one, and that's Genius Kids. Genius Kids is an independent, award-winning, accelerated learning center founded on the philosophy, never too little to learn. As parents and educators, it is our responsibility to awaken the inner genius in your child. Call us today with campuses in Ardenwood, Central Fremont, Mission San Jose, Fremont, and of course our first franchise in San Ramon. We are here to offer you that extra special attention. However, due to an overwhelming response, please call us only if you want the best and nothing but the best for your child, since we will settle for nothing less than that. Call us at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids.
Hello and welcome everyone, and we hope you're enjoying yourselves. You may be either in your car driving home with your folks or chilling at home getting ready for dinner. Maybe you're watching or you've just finished watching Pavitra Rishta, which I just missed. Or maybe you're on your computer listening to us online. But whatever you're doing, welcome. I am Miss Renu from Genius Kids, and let's empower all the Bay Area kids for the next 25 minutes. Today's topic for discussion is very exciting. Should we have homework? However, before we do that, I have something else for the moms. Mommies out there, how many of you want to lose some weight? That's right. I'm going to give you some tips. First of all, when you go to an all you can eat, make sure that you don't get your plate cleared away. Because what happens is you can get to see exactly how much you're eating. You see, I knew you wouldn't buy that tip. And that's why I have with me Lynn from Skin Laser Essentials. Skin Laser Essentials is located at 210 Fremont Hub Courtyard in Fremont. And Lynn is going to share with us today medical weight loss, a guaranteed weight loss program. That's right. She offers multiple programs and different machines. So mommies, sisters, friends, all you beautiful ladies out there, if you want to be wearing that nice sari and showing off your midriff, you need to talk to Lynn. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Hi, Renu. How are you doing?
Very good. What are you doing in New York, my dear?
I was visiting my son and got an email from the office, and I'm here on the interview right now.
Great. Thank you. Well, Lynn, you know what? It looks like a lot of people, I know myself too, we need your help desperately. So let's talk about some medical weight loss, because I know I've tried everything and I am still just going up on the scale. So what can you tell us?
Well, our nano weight loss is a very unique multi-layered weight loss program developed by Dr. James Kodian, who's a well-known anti-aging and longevity expert who offers amazing results with his niche-based program, which is developed specially for us. The program is entirely FDA approved. First and foremost, we realize that all our clients are very complex individuals with unique needs who require personalized weight loss program. One-on-one private consulting is used to identify the particular treatment program that are best suited for that individual. Like if you need to be on a nano inch loss, is it just body tightening you need fat breaking, then there is another program. If you need synergy of multiple treatments, you need to lose in between 20 to 80 pounds, then we recommend 2 or 3 different things for you, and based on your body mass index and your personality, in your free consultation, you decide what works for you the best. And basically, it's a guaranteed program of minimum 2 to 4 pounds a week weight loss. And the reason we can guarantee it because we have very carefully put together a 6-point program where we hold your hand step by step and make sure you lose the necessary weight that we promise that you will lose.
So I know you recently had a client that went from 205 pounds to 142.
Yes, and we have another one right now who was also 223 pounds. That is Rocky. The one you're talking about from 205 to 143, that is Ashwant Kaur. And this is Rocky, who from 220 went and is presently today at 174. So, I mean, the people are across the board doing phenomenally well. And some of them are combining their weight loss treatments with the Zerona laser, the laser that helps to melt the fat. So, once they have lost the entire weight, or in between or during their weight loss program, they start the Zerona to expedite and to get to the next level as quickly as possible.
So great, Lynn. What specials do you have for my mommy as we wrap up? All the mommies who are listening.
The special for the show is that if you buy the laser treatments, you will get the weight loss minimum 1 to 2 months, depending on the package you buy, free. If you purchase the weight loss, you will get 1 Zerona laser treatment, which melts fat for free. And it's a cold laser. It doesn't burn you. It doesn't touch you. It is very, very safe. And it's a free consultation. So only the first 10 callers will be receiving this price. So the number to call is 510-579-8727.
Perfect.
Again, 579-8727.
Thank you so much, Lynn. And listeners out there, don't forget, if you want to get ready for summer and, of course, all these lovely weddings coming up, Lynn has a guaranteed weight loss program for you. You can give her a call at 510-579-8727, or you can also call 510-386-7297. And the first 10 callers are going to get a special from Lynn. So thank you so much. Lynn is one of the sponsors of our show. So now, continuing on with Genius Kids, as I promised you, this show is brought to you by our young radio jockeys. And today I have with me a young gentleman who's going to introduce himself. So Rshik, how are you?
I'm fine and super excited.
Super excited? Are you going to lose some weight?
Nope.
Okay. So can you tell everybody how old you are and what school you go to?
I'm 10 years old and I go to Forest Park.
And what grade are you in, Rshik?
I'm in 4th grade.
So let me ask you, Rshik, why are you here? How come Miss Renu, that's me, selected you to be here? What did you do last week at Genius Kids Summer Camp?
Well, I heard from Miss Shana that everything was well, like the speaking and the...
So you took part in a competition on Friday, right?
Yes.
Yes. So homework. We were talking about homework. And basically what we do for listeners out there, we had a public speaking competition. We have this every Fridays as part of our Genius Kids Summer Camp. And then we pick the winners who come to the show. And we pick one to come to the radio show to get experience of being on the radio. And then, of course, we have our callers who are going to be calling in. So, Rshik, homework. Is it really worth it? Tell me, what are your thoughts?
Yes, I think homework is really worth it because, you can get more knowledge and it won't be like as if you're just an outsider who knows nothing, and yeah, you'll be recognized. And when you grow up to use social websites such as LinkedIn, then you can get more recommendations for being hired. So,
do you have a profile on LinkedIn?
No.
Not yet. Does your dad have a profile?
Exactly.
Exactly. So let me ask you something. When you get homework, do you ever complain to your mom that you're getting a lot of homework?
Sometimes, but I just do it.
You just do it? So does mom ever have to sit with you and help you with your homework? Or are you a pretty responsible kid?
Really for my mom, but sometimes with my dad.
Sometimes with your dad. So would you describe yourself as a responsible kid?
Okay, that is a really hard question.
Is it? Yes. Well, let me ask you something. Has your mom ever scolded you and said, Rshik, you haven't done your homework. Why haven't you done it?
Believe me, I'm actually kind of lazy since summer, so I'm really lazy and hazy on a warm summer day.
Really? Really lazy and hazy? I think you should become a poet. You're really going down that road. So let me ask you something. Do you think schools should give homework other than the fact that it makes you responsible? And of course, you mentioned you'd become really smart and get a profile on LinkedIn. What are the disadvantages of homework?
If you get too much homework, then you don't get to spend time with your family and pretend that you're having a family night and you have too much homework, so they had to cancel it and you can't go to Aqua Adventure. And yeah, you would be really sad.
Absolutely. So, guys, that's Rshik from Genius Kids sharing his thoughts about homework. And he has already planned his profile on LinkedIn. And if anyone wants to share their ideas with us, give us a call at 1-855-772-8278. And I think we have some callers. So let's find out, Rshik. I think some of our buddies from school are calling us. Hello. Hello there. Hello. Thank you for calling Genius Kids on Air. Who is this?
It's Adarsh.
Oh, hello, Adarsh. How are you?
I'm feeling fine. Thank
really?
you.
Rshik, you know Adarsh, right? You want to say hello to him?
Hi, Adarsh.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Okay, so Mr. Adarsh, fine. Okay, you didn't sound very happy on that one. I hope you're doing great. Let me ask you, what are your thoughts on homework? Share your views with us, please.
Okay.
So, what do you feel? Should we get homework or should we not get homework?
I think you should get homework, but not too much.
So what do you call too much? Maybe 5 minutes of homework or 1 hour of homework, which is too much?
I think you should not get a lot of papers of homework.
And now, how old are you, Adarsh?
I'm 8 years old.
And what school do you go to?
I go to Ardenwood Elementary School.
Ardenwood Elementary. So, Rshik, do you have a question for Adarsh?
So, Adarsh, has it ever happened to you that you had to cancel something because of too much homework?
I don't think it's ever happened to me.
So, can I give you lots of homework tomorrow then? Thank you for calling in, Adarsh. Thank you so much for sharing your views. And believe we have another caller. Hello. Thank you for calling Genius Kids on Air.
Hello, my name is Saravi.
Hello, Miss Soravi.
Hi, Miss Renu.
Hello, and you want to say hello to Rshik?
Yes.
Okay, Rshik, you want to say, you don't remember Soravi, right?
Of course I do.
Of course, Soravi, the naughty one from Genius Kids, right? So, Miss Soravi, what are your thoughts about homework?
My thoughts about homework are doing homework keeps my brain active and helps me learn new things. Homework can be fun and interesting. I love doing homework.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
And how old are you, Soravi?
I'm 5 years old.
Okay, so tomorrow Miss Renu is going to give you homework to sit all day and do, okay? No playing outside.
Yay!
Yeah, come on. You just said you love doing homework. It's so interesting. What do you think, Rshik? Will give a homework all day tomorrow?
Okay, Suravi is not like related to me, so I
Oh,
can't
okay.
say anything.
Soravi, what do you think? Shall I give you homework all day?
Yes!
Yes. Okay, so I think we have, is Arul there waiting to chat with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Arul.
Hi, Miss Renu.
Hello. So we have what's called the Double Trouble twins in the Bay Area. So Arul, what are your thoughts on homework?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on homework? Should we get homework or not?
My thoughts,
On homework. Should we get homework or should we never get homework? What do you think?
we should get homework.
Why? Tell me why. Why do you like homework?
Because it makes your brain active and think.
It really makes your brain active. So if I don't give you any homework, what will happen to your brain?
It will not be active and think.
Don't worry. Even if your brain is not active, you have Suravi at home. She's very active. Rshik, you have a question for Arul?
Yes. So Arul, are you there?
He's there.
Okay. So did you feel like crying because your brain was too like stressed out because you had too much homework?
No.
Really? Never?
No.
Do you get stressed out when Suravi troubles you?
Huh?
Do you get stressed out when Suravi troubles you?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Suravi. Love you. Miss you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you at school tomorrow. Thank you for calling. So on that note, guys, if anyone else wants to share their views, give us a call at Genius Kids on Air at 1-855-772-8278. I have with myself Rshik and, of course, Miss Renu, and we're talking about homework. Parents, I hope you're listening. We want to find out today whether we should keep giving homework or whether we should just wrap it up and quit homework altogether. So who's our next caller? Hello. Thank you for calling Genius Kids on Air.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
Udaf.
Who is this? I couldn't hear you.
What?
What's your name?
Udaf.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
And how old are you?
I'm 7.
Really? And what school do you go to?
Federal Elementary.
Okay, so what are your thoughts about homework?
You should do homework, otherwise if you keep practicing, you could be a genius in your life.
You sound already like a genius. So how much homework do you get every day to do? Let me ask you, during school year.
A little bit.
You get homework all the time?
No.
Okay, so how much homework? How much time? Does mommy have to make you do your homework?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, so Rshik, do you have a question?
The same question. Did you have to cancel something because you had too much homework on one day?
No.
Oh, really? Okay, well, thank you so much for calling and sharing your views. Thank you so much. And again, if you'd like to share your views, give us a call on Pravaswani Radio, which is the Genius Kids on Air at 1-855-772-8278. Looks like Rshik. My God, all these guys are calling to speak to you today. You're a very lucky RJ for me. Who do we have online? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
Shai.
Hi, Shai. How are you?
I'm good.
And how old are you?
10.
10, really? What school do you go to?
I go to McKinley Elementary School.
Okay, so let me ask you, what are your thoughts about homework? Do you think the school should keep giving homework or should we just call it quits?
We should just get homework on some days, but not all the time.
Okay, and why is that? What days would you like us to give you homework? What days?
Like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, so why not Tuesdays?
'Cause that time I have a lot of fun.
Okay. And Rshik, you have any questions for the speaker?
Yes. So, are you happy with this homework?
Are you happy with the homework you get?
Yeah.
Not yeah, say yes.
Yes.
There's a $10 fine when you say yeah. Right, Rshik?
Yes.
And Rshik will be going out and collecting it. Thank you so much for calling. And again, listeners, don't forget, you're listening to Genius Kids on Air. This is a show to help all the children develop their communication skills and confidence. Genius Kids comes on every Tuesdays from 7 to 7:30 and is brought to you by Genius Kids. And let me ask you something, Rshik. Do you think that you want to stop getting homework when you go to college, or do you want to always get homework?
College, about that, perhaps we should stay at college and do the homework there, and if the students over there want to, they will just ask permission to go back home and finish the rest.
When you go to college, you'll probably be staying away from your family. Do you know that?
Yes.
Are you ready for that?
Yes.
You won't miss them?
Of course I will.
You will?
Yes.
But you're ready to go to college, right?
Obviously.
Obviously. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A computer engineer.
Is that like Dad? Is that what Dad does?
No.
What does Daddy do?
Something at Intuitive Surgicals.
Oh, wow. That sounds very impressive. Very impressive.
The company that made the Vinci.
What's a Vinci?
It's this robot that makes surgeries.
A robot that does surgeries?
Yes.
I'd like a robot that can make parathas and rotis for me every day. Do you know if your papa can make one of those?
No.
Okay. So I believe we have one more caller as we wrap up our show. Hello. Thank you for calling Genius Kids on Air. Hello. Thank you for calling Genius Kids on Air. Okay, I think that call got dropped. And again, guys, you're listening to Genius Kids, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
If you are a parent of a child between the ages of a toddler to high school, then you need to listen to what we have to say. Just equipping your child with amazing quick mental math skills and getting straight A's on a report card is nothing exceptional in today's extremely progressive and competitive world. Getting a GPA of 4.0 is great, but nothing unusual, especially for our Asian kids. After all, we are inbred with hard work and the interest to have our children excel in academics. But let me ask you, would you like your child to be the next Bill Gates, John Chambers, or Steve Jobs? Then you need to instill in them the critical life skills of self-confidence, personality, and public speaking. Remember, in today's competitive world, the ability to deliver a presentation to a small or large group of people or an audience is critical and expected of everyone. Okay, now that we've established that, the next question is, where do you find a great program for your toddler and preschooler that does this? Do you have a child in kindergarten to 5th grade who needs after-school enrichment or homework help? Maybe you have a high schooler that wants to equip themselves with confidence, public speaking, and creative writing skills. I'm sure you'd love to develop them into well-rounded personalities, excelling in academics, arts, music, drama, and leadership. Yes, there are many choices available, but only one name that excels in the ability to motivate children to achieve their personal best in life. At Genius Kids, they will learn a new perspective of themselves to help interact with other people and the world around them. Remember, life skills such as public speaking and confidence are not taught overnight, and just like math, reading, music, and other academia, these skills are learned daily over a course of time. Call 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com. With campuses in the Ardenwood area, Central Fremont and Mission Campus, and now an additional campus in San Ramon, we offer exciting programs, extended daycare, and enrichment activities at all our Genius Kids campuses. Do you want the best? Then call the best. After all, how many other learning centers were picked from thousands in the country to be featured on CNNmoney.com? Only Genius Kids, 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Kids.
Okay, and for those who've just tuned in, you just missed a great show being brought to you by Genius Kids, and I'm Miss Renu, and of course I have with me my young RJ called Rshik. So one of the big things that bothers a lot of parents is, can students really watch TV or listen to music while doing homework? And a British study found that watching TV while doing homework was associated with poor quality of work and more time spent doing homework. However, simply listening to the soundtrack did not affect the quality of work or time spent. So Rshik, let me ask you something. Do you do homework and watch TV at the same time?
Honestly, yes.
You do? And
Yes.
don't you find that you get distracted with what's going on the television?
Yeah, yes. So most of the times, if there's something that I don't want to watch but I like the sounds of it, and then I can just understand it, believe me, it's rare. It's really rare that I just put on the microphone and do my homework.
So do you feel that sometimes if there's just music playing, you wouldn't get distracted, but if cartoons were going on, you probably would, right?
You mean like the cartoons with graphics or without
Yeah,
graphics?
with graphics.
Yes, I would definitely be distracted.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't be doing such a great job on homework. And then we won't have that LinkedIn profile that you want to make, right? Right? Okay, guys. So again, thank you for tuning in. And for those who've just tuned in and missed a great show, don't forget, join us on Facebook at Genius Kids on Air, and you'll be able to catch our archive show. And today, Genius Kids is launching a beautiful new website called geniuskidsonline.com, and you can also catch the show there by tomorrow morning. And Rshik, you want to say bye-bye to all your friends?
Bye, Darsh. Bye, everybody.
Okay, and bye-bye, everybody. And thank you, Saad, and thank you, Rshik's mom and dad, for bringing him here for the opportunity. Have a great evening.
A child between the ages of a toddler to high school, then you need to listen to what we have to say. Just equipping your child with amazing quick mental math skills and getting straight A's on a report card is nothing exceptional in today's extremely progressive and competitive world. Getting a GPA of 4.0 is great, but nothing unusual, especially for our Asian kids. After all, we are inbred with hard work and the interest to have our children excel in academics. But let me ask you, would you like your child to be the next Bill Gates, John Chambers, or Steve Jobs? Then you need to instill in them the critical life skills of self-confidence, personality, and public speaking. Remember, in today's competitive world, the ability to deliver a presentation to a small or large group of people or an audience is critical and expected of everyone. Okay, now that we've established that, the next question is, where do you find a great program for your toddler and preschooler that does this? Do you have